It's time now for Down on the Corner with Dale Hoffman, North Central Arkansas's premier news talk program. Brought to you by Baxter Regional Medical Center, providing big city healthcare with a hometown touch. And now, Down on the Corner.
Good morning, North Central Arkansas and Southern Missouri. It is Monday, May 6, 2019. It's 7 a.m. and welcome to Down on the Corner program, brought to you by Baxter Regional Medical Center.
Another beautiful morning.
Yep. I think we got some rain on the way. For a while.
For a little while.
It's going to get a little bit wet.
For a little while. We got some rain coming in, but it's still going to be a beautiful day.
Yeah, it's going to be all right. I think we got some nice weather tomorrow and then more chances of rain on Wednesday. We'll get to weather here in just a minute. Anyway, I need to tell you about Baxter Regional Medical Center, the best care anywhere, BRMC. And they serve about 17, 18 counties between here and Missouri. And Missouri folks come down here now, and so Baxter Regional Medical Center on top of innovation, and we've got some great doctors and nurses and all kinds of folks out there that just make BRMC top quality. And
we went to that volunteer donor banquet, and that was really, really cool. Nice. They do a great job every year, and to hear some of the stuff people have done, and then you get to hear some stories about the new technology and people that have went through it, and it's just really cool.
You bet. Be sure to check out Urgent Care 24/7 from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. It's only $69 per visit. You can check it out at BaxterRegionalCare.com. Go to the App Store or Google Play. Get started today. And what it is you can log in and you can talk face-to-face with a doctor on your iPhone. Of course, get your credit card ready or your debit card. $69 per visit. You know, well, little Billy's got an earache here and this is hurting, blah, 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 and they can diagnose right there. Take care of the pharmaceuticals and saves you a lot of hassle. So
a lot of people are starting to go to it and use it. So that's awesome.
Innovation is right here at Baxter Regional Medical Center. Be sure to tell them thank you. Baxter Regional Medical Center. Also need to tell you about First Step, pain, medication, drug, and alcohol rehabilitation service right here at Baxter Regional Medical Center. Medically sponsored. Let me put my glasses on so I can make sure I'm getting the right words here. Medically supervised hospital stay, typically 3 days. Admissions are planned and voluntary, Monday through Friday. Discharge and aftercare referral plan prior to leaving the hospital. For more information on First Step, you can call 870-508-7590. Baxter Regional Medical Center.
There you go.
And I'm enjoying Brewed Awakening coffee.
Good for you.
Bob's drinking nothing, and you've got
I've got my Sprite.
Brewed Awakening Coffee, 3 locations to serve you. Bomber Boulevard, where it's going to be busy at 7:02. You know, what is it going to be? Well, basically 10 more days.
Well, it won't be near as busy because the seniors are out.
So. Seniors are
out, and there's 3 weeks.
About 15 days. What's the last day? What did Dr. Long say? The 24th. Yeah, so we got about, 15 days of school?
Roughly 3 weeks.
Yeah. So check out Brewed Awakening, Bomber Boulevard, Baxter Regional Medical Center lobby, and 62 East Plaza, out by Anytime Fitness. Mike and staff do a great job. Get you any type of coffee you want, really. So check out the menu board, mochas, lattes, frappuccinos, you name it, they've got it. Brewed Awakening Coffee. If you're not drinking Brewed Awakening, you're just drinking muddy water. You're on Sprite again today, huh?
Yeah, they had a Sprite. I was happy.
There you
go. It was the last one on the shelf. I hope they get more.
Restock. Morning prayer brought to you by Roller Funeral Homes around the state of Arkansas. 29 Roller Funeral Homes to serve you, with 1 in Memphis, Tennessee, and right here at Mountain Home. Be sure to talk to Bruce, Charlotte, Chris, Brad. Anybody will help you. Very professional, caring, loving, and understanding. They know what you're going through, whether it's an emergency situation or the passing of a loved one after a long illness. Roller Funeral Homes. Be sure to give them a call for your pre-planning, and they will treat you right, and they'll guide you right through it. There won't be any issues. You'll be very pleased. Check out Roller Funeral Homes. Pause now for our morning prayer. Heavenly Father, so over the weekend, more rockets fired at Israel. Lord, when will Israel's enemies learn? And Lord, we face violence every day in almost every city in America, then violence all over the world. And then just over the weekend in St. Louis alone, 16 people shot and 2 killed. And why the violence? Is it gang-related, territorial, drugs? I just don't get it. Lord, I pray you give us wisdom on how to bring peace to our own cities. Help us to understand the reason for the hatred and stop it. Lord, I pray you bring peace and nonviolence to our country. And that's my prayer today. Amen. Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas, bring morning prayer each and every day. Roller Funeral Homes, with all our respect.
There you go. And now,
brace yourself.
Dun, dun, dun.
Not bad. Getting better.
Pop's just shaking his head.
You got that shameful look today, Scooter.
I did. I got that, man. That's terrible.
Woo, bad.
Jeez.
If there's a doghouse for playing trumpet, you'd be in.
Under
it. Morning weather brought to you by the Z Team. Bob and Linda Zadora, the Z Team at Century 21 Lemac Real Estate for all your real estate needs. 870-405-0793. Give them a call today. Check out the website, retiretoarkansas.net. And before we go to the live shot, I want to mention they need some listings. This is what happens when you sell so many houses and you got awards lined up from one end of the building to the other. You need more listings. So you're looking to downsize, you're tired of mowing and weed eating in between the rain, we'll give the Z Team a call, and they can help you find a smaller property. If you need to enlarge, family's growing, you need a larger place, call the Z Team. Buying, selling, need some property to build on, Arkansas and Missouri, the Z Team. Bob and Linda, give them a call today at 870-405-0793. So you look at the White River, Scooter.
Well, it's a clear morning, it looks
Not
like,
bad.
through that picture.
I don't see any rain right there. Looking into Cotter, Arkansas, the bridge over about the 9 o'clock position. Of course, Mountain Home would be to the upper right horizon. State of Missouri would be the upper left-hand horizon there. This is a live shot at 7:06 this morning, brought to you by the Z Team. And you're looking at the White River. The cleared spot there is the park down at Cotter, Big Spring Park. Be more over to the left.
Did you get a chance to go to the Trout Fest?
No, I had other things I had to head. I'll tell you later.
I was on the road and I didn't even get a chance to log in. I kind of wanted to see what it was going to look like on the shot here.
Yeah. Beautiful shot this morning. Brought to you by the Z Team. Bob and Linda Zadora. For all your real estate needs, give them a call once again at 870-405-0793. I need 10 people today to log in to retiretoarkansas.net and check out the website. For today, weather-wise, first we're going to bring up this logo here. This is from Weather Nation. This is tornado potential from Texas, Oklahoma, Colorado, Kansas, and Missouri. 2 to 5% chance for any type of tornadic activity, which when it comes to tornadoes and even an EFO, it's too much, you know. So just to be aware, nothing in Arkansas. Temperature-wise right now, we're at 57 in Mountain Home, 56 at Flippin. Harrison at 58 with showers there. Yellow at 56, 58 at Salem, 57 at Calico Rock. 55 in Mountain View. St. Louis checks in at 53, 52 at Poplar Bluff. Well, West Plains is at 58, 57 in Branson, but 28 in Watford City, North Dakota. Will spring ever come to North Dakota?
That is spring.
That is spring.
Well, yeah, it's not 40 below, you know, so it's, 68 degrees warmer. National radar will start in the northern part of the country, Minnesota, Iowa, Wisconsin, over into Michigan, getting some showers, and then Montana, the Dakotas, Nebraska, a little bit in Colorado, Kansas, Oklahoma, Texas. Kind of a messy glob right there. Really can't make head or tail.
Yeah, but you see what's coming to us. See how it's shrinking down in size before it gets to us. So that's a good sign.
So let's hit that Little Rock stop and we'll take a look and just see exactly what we have here. I'm going to put that in motion. You got a minute there, Scooter?
Yep.
Okay. And we'll get that Adobe Flash player going. Here we go. So it's in Marion County coming up to the White River. So this stretch is almost from Conway right now, just to the west of Conway. So right now, Interstate 40, Highway 65, 62, 412 west, over towards Fayetteville. Then we got I-49 affected around Fort Smith. Interstate 30, not too bad right now from Little Rock to Texarkana, or I-40 east going to Memphis, and 62, 412 east in pretty good shape. Highway 63, 67, 167 with minor showers right now, but most of it in the north central and the central part of the state. Man, it stretches from the state line nearly all the way to Conway. That's a pretty little stretch.
Yeah, it'll only be a few hours.
Yeah,
it'll be over before noon, I think.
Yeah, so
that'll be
should
good.
be getting some showers here reasonably close in time. So, all right, we'll back out of this. We'll go to the we'll check Missouri real quick. If I can find, there's the St. Louis stop there. A little bit just south of I-70, just right at Columbia, towards Marshall, Missouri, down towards Osage Beach. A little bit from Lebanon to Rolla on into St. Louis on I-44, light rain, it looks like there. Then I-70 east of Vandalia, Illinois, not too bad. East St. Louis, Illinois, I-64 east of Mount Vernon. Nothing there yet. And then I-55 seems to be clear coming in from Sykeston, Cape Girardeau on into St. Louis at that point. Southwest Missouri will hit that. Yeah, the Springfield stop. You can see a little bit more definitive picture there. Springfield to Branson, back towards Fayetteville, Mountain Home, all the way up to Columbia. Nothing in Tulsa to Joplin, but just when you get east of Joplin 44 towards Springfield, you got some rain there, light rain there. Kansas City to just south of Marshall, Missouri on I-70, but once you get around Columbia, that's where the rain picks up there. So it's not too bad, just another rainy, soggy Monday.
There you go.
Yeah. And the forecast map shows the lighter green is flood advisory. The darker green is a flash flood watch, which Missouri and Kansas are under right now.
That's what Missouri still needs.
Just what they need.
More flooding.
Boy, if they could take half of this or 3/4 of it and save it for mid to late August, really help. But they can't even get the crops in the field, northwest part of the state. Anyway, they're still watching the Mississippi River. Of course, they're worried about the crest at St. Louis and Mississippi River, and then that's going to affect Memphis, Tennessee, and that's going to affect West Memphis, Arkansas. So they're keeping an eye on that river because the Missouri River feeds into the Mississippi just north of St. Louis a little bit. So there is a little bit of watch and concern there that the Mississippi could start cresting there at St. Louis, along, even down to Memphis. Forecast. Today, 60% chance of showers, high of 78, low of 61, with a 20% chance of showers tonight. Tomorrow, 20% all day Tuesday. And then Wednesday, 70% chance of thunder showers all throughout the day. Thursday, 40% chance. And then Friday, mostly sunny with a high of 67 degrees. Drought monitor has been updated, of course. Where there's floods, there's no drought. And so we'll click on that and move right on by. The pollen count for today looks like it's going to be an 8.4. So we'll hit the current stop and see exactly what's causing the allergies. Mulberry, oaks, and grasses today. Medium to high, 8.4. Yesterday was a 9.8. I believe that. Like this. Tomorrow's predicted to be the same as today with an 8.4. What are you showing, Scoot?
That's what I'm looking at right now. I just brought mine up. Yeah, it's showing high today and then moderate tomorrow and Wednesday, and then low on Thursday.
See what my 5 days showing. I'm showing Thursday be high. I'm showing 9.7 on Thursday. We'll compare notes.
See, and that's what's crazy with all that rain. It's going to bring it down.
You think it'd wash it down?
But they were opposite last time, and all of a sudden they switched it the next day down.
Yeah. So
I don't know. They're crazy.
Who knows?
Yes, me.
Yeah. Who knows?
Need a better pollen thing.
I hear you.
Need some politicians.
Oh. Had to go there. And moving on.
Score one for Bob over here. The morning weather is brought to you by the Z-Team. Bob and Linda Zador for all your real estate needs. 870-405-0793. One more look at the White River. There it is. Getting a little bit darker over there. It's going to start raining. Look at the horizon. We're going to get some rain there. In the 6 or 7 minutes, the difference here. Look at the left-hand side of the picture. It's getting a little dark. That rain's
got a boat going down the river, though. Right.
Sure do, right in the middle.
Yep.
Wow. All right. Check out the website. You can look at this, too. retiretoarkansas.net. Be sure to check it out.
All right.
And our community calendar is brought to you by Old Time Restaurant on the Square in Mountain Home, Monday through Friday, 7 to 2, Saturday till 11. Best breakfast, best lunch in town. It's Chicken Fried Steak Day.
Monday is Chicken Fried Steak Day, one of your favorites. Got chicken fried steak, eggs, biscuit, and gravy, all for $6.88. Or for lunch, chicken fried steak comes with 2 sides of roller cornbread for $6.88.
I love your okra with that.
Oh, for lunch?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's good.
Last week I had the green beans and okra. Sometimes I get mashed potatoes and okra, but I love your okra.
It's hard to beat. I like okra.
I do too, and I love how y'all get that done. Wow. Old Time Restaurant on the Square in Mountain Home, the family-friendly restaurant. It's just like going back to Grandma's house for breakfast or lunch. Come on in, have a seat, grab your cup of coffee, Coke, water, tea, whatever it may be. Enjoy a great lunch, great breakfast. Right?
There you go.
All right.
Right, Bob?
Yep.
Yep.
Mr. Excitement.
I was getting ready for him to say something, but
I was.
Is he biting his tongue?
I'm being nice.
Nothing derogatory today. My goodness. The AARP driver safety classes for 2019. Another one today from 9 to 1 at the Ruck Family Center on Aging. At 624 Hospital Drive, you can call 870-508-3880 for this activity. Once again, the AARP driver safety class is today, 9 to 1, Ruck Family Center on Aging at 624 Hospital Drive in Mountain Home. And we're getting close. This is the weekend, Night with Your Night and Father-Daughter Ball. Night with Your Night is Friday, May 10th. The Father-Daughter Ball is this coming Saturday, May 11th. Need to call the Mountain Home Christian Academy at 424-6622 to get your tickets, if any remain, because we're getting close. This is their big fundraiser for the year, and a lot of people take advantage of this. It's a lot of fun for daughters or mothers with their son and daughters with their father. So be sure to check this out. It's going to be at the Shed at the ASU Mountain Home campus, and call now, get your tickets. The Regional Recovery Network, the Baxter County Community Resource Awareness event, is scheduled for Saturday, May 11th. It's going to be located on the southwest side of the square in Mountain Home. It's from 10 to 1 p.m. this Saturday. Discover and learn about local area resources that offer hope for those suffering from substance abuse and addiction. Free music, food, free info, free fun. Brought to you by Baxter County Forward, Mountain Home High School East Program, Baxter Regional Medical Center, and the Mountain Home Chamber of Commerce. The Arkansas Department of Transportation invites you to a series of meetings in your area. The first meeting is in Marion County, Tuesday, May 14th from 4 to 7. Now, what this is, the Arkansas Department of Transportation is conducting 3 meetings to discuss the Highway 412 corridor planning study from the Oklahoma state line to the Missouri state line. The first meeting, Tuesday, May 14th, 4 to 7, First Baptist Church in Yellville, Arkansas. That's at 104 West 3rd Street. Then Wednesday, May 15th at the Carroll Electric Building Conference Room in Huntsville, Arkansas at 5056 Highway 412B. And the third meeting, Thursday, May 16th from 4 to 7 at the Ash Flat Community Center Community Meeting Room at 20 Arnhart Street in Ash Flat, Arkansas. And then on the screen, on the email, the Salvation Army will have the Shoes, Socks, and Skivvies 5K Fun Run on June 1st at 9 a.m. at Cooper Park. Register at 8. Race starts at 9. This is at 1101 Spring Street in Mountain Home. The early bird registration is before May 15th, which you need to get registered before a week from Wednesday. 12 and under, $10, 13 and over, $20. You can call 870-424-5708. This is a fundraiser to raise money to buy shoes, socks, and undergarments for elementary school age children. And of course, you know, we're talking about the end of school on May 24th, and blink, blink, 2 months will pass by and we'll be getting the kids back in school. So there's a need for some for essentials here, shoes, socks, and undergarments for the kids. And this is a fundraiser that helps those kids. So
there you go.
June 1st at 9 o'clock. Scooter, Bob, what you got community calendar-wise?
The Yellville Summit Panthers cheerleaders are doing a paw sale. They're going to paint paws on Panther Drive.
Yeah,
it's
there you go.
$25. I think the turn-in date is toward the end of May. She was to be our guest one day. She had a family illness, but we'll try to get her back on, and we'll talk about it some more. But $25, you can do some advertising on Panther Drive going up to the Yellville Summit football field. It'll be there for the full year, and encourage everybody to participate in that.
I believe Music on the Square starts this Friday, didn't it?
Oh, really? Is it? Is it this Friday?
I thought
the 10th.
So.
I thought he said the 10th.
Yeah,
could
be.
I think it's this Friday.
Wow.
So there you go.
All right. One more look at the White River, brought to you by Bob and Linda Zador, the Z Team for all your real estate needs. 870-405-0793. RetireToArkansas.net. We need to take a break. It's Bob Recktenwald Sports today. It's Monday. So be right back.
If you want the best breakfast or lunch in the Twin Lakes area, then you've got to come to the Old Time Restaurant. Voted the best breakfast and lunch for 2011, the Old Time Restaurant not only gives you the Southern hospitality right when you walk in the door, they also offer scrumptious breakfast options to curb that early morning appetite. Or stop in later in the day for a tasty sandwich, salad, or a daily special. If a sweet tooth is your guilty pleasure, you can't go wrong with the pie lady cooking out over 30 different types of pies. That's the Old Time Restaurant located on the square in Mountain Home.
Our old burger was only 7 ounces, but now it's 8 with brioche bun and pickles. Comes with its own steak knife, it's really that big. Your best competition is always yourself. Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back. Oh, baby, Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back. We're focused on one thing, burgers, ribs, fajitas. Just that one thing, burgers, ribs, and fajitas. We're reeling in our menu because it got out of hand. We had a moment of self-actualization. Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back. Oh, baby, Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back.
Do you know where your money goes when you give to charity? At the Salvation Army, 85 cents of every dollar stays to help those in need in our local community. Hi, I'm Captain Spaulding. The money we raise help people in the surrounding 5 counties, including Baxter, Marion, Sharp, Izzard, and Fulton. You can help by donating your unwanted items and by shopping at the Salvation Army store. Those in need get assistance with rent, utilities, sending kids to camp, and many other things. When it comes to this charity, the Salvation Army always helps those in our community.
Whether you're a professional lawnscape contractor or a homeowner in need of quality lawn equipment, Moran's Lawn and Garden has you covered. Moran's is the longest originally owned lawn and garden business in Mountain Home, with a 5,700 square foot warehouse packed full of new current year inventory for all your lawn maintenance needs. Moran stocks a full line of factory parts, and they service everything they sell, offering top names like Grasshopper, Hustler, and Country Clipper. Moran stands behind their quality service with thousands of customers using their products daily. Moran's Lawn and Garden, servicing the entire Twin Lakes area.
When I grow up, I want to save lives, like a superhero, and show up when people needed me.
When I grow up, I want to do animations. I want to create characters that can fly.
No matter what it is you want out of life, there is a path to get there.
When I grow up, I don't know what I want to do when I grow up, but I know I want to go to college.
Arkansas State University Mountain Home. Take your first step at asumh.edu.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detailed services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
Why would I recommend Hospice of the Ozarks? Because I know the people that work there, I know their hearts, and I know that their desire is to help people with the suffering and the anxiety and the things that can come with either terminal diagnosis or a terminal condition. We want them to have a peace of heart and to have a comfort and to know that someone's there to help them through that so they can enjoy the time that they have.
And we're back, 7:22.
Bob Recktenwald Sports.
Scooter, talk to me about the freestyle.
Freestyle actually went really, really well. We talked a little bit about this before, how it's a completely different style of wrestling, and you got to keep in mind that our kids had 2 weeks to prepare for it. So 2 weeks of learning a whole different strategy, whole different point system, whole different way of doing things. We went there with the intent of what they can get out of it and not actually placing or medaling or whatever, because we're going to have to train a lot more on the freestyle side to get to that point. But it was awesome. The kids really had a good time. They learned a lot. The things that they learn at this tournament and training for this will benefit them in their folk style, the regular wrestling. They learn to be more aggressive. They learn to be quicker. They learn how to stay off their back. The points that you gain in freestyle wouldn't have given the same points at folk style. So they've learned to control giving up the points in folk style, even though they're still going to give it up in freestyle. But it was an awakening, I would say. And the kids, they really seemed to enjoy it. We had 4 kids go. Brandon Wheat actually placed 3rd. So he placed in the tournament. He will be moving on if he wishes to. We had Eric Peterson. That kid had a ball out there. I mean, no matter what, he was going, giving everything he's got. I mean, he was really cool to watch, because no matter what was going on, that kid was smiling. He was just happy to be there. Judah Lag did an amazing job competing in a tough bracket. He got up and competed with him, did really well. And unfortunately, Austin Kelly, your Mighty Mouse, got injured his first round. He had a shoulder injury back at Nationals, and it popped back up during his first match, so we didn't continue and push that fact. So,
is the freestyle season run concurrent with normal?
It runs directly after. So as soon as
so everybody's got 2 weeks for training.
Yeah, we held off on some of the. You would have had more, but we were training for the national level, And that's based on the folk style.
So there's about a 6-week break that you can do, but because you choose to take kids to nationals, it makes it a little harder.
But now that we see the interest in our kids of wanting to do that, we're going to have to find a way to start incorporating it early. Our kids are wanting to compete at that level. So, and that's what we wanted to see.
Organized child abuse, that's all it is.
It is, but, I mean, so I've seen a match end in 15 seconds. That quick. And, I mean, you learn how to move. You learn how to, I mean, it can, good or bad, it can be done in a real short amount of time.
Crazy.
But I will say this. I give my kids so much credit. They got everything I wanted them to get out of going and what we did. And they learned a lot, and that's what I was shooting for. I was, I didn't expect the excitement afterwards of we want to do this more next year. So we're going to have to
it's not every day you can get a bunch of boys to go get a tail kicking and then be happy about it when they leave.
Yeah. But they see the benefits, and that was the awesome part, is they actually seen the benefits on themselves. So if they want to continue, then we'll do it. We'll train to compete at that level. That's fine.
Work it out.
Yep. Just have to change a few things around, and we'll be fine.
All right.
So but I'm tickled pink with them. I was really happy. The tournament went great.
Regular season soccer is over for the boys and the girls. The boys pulled off a win at Searcy last week. They ended up being conference champs. The girls took a heartbreaker loss, so they are not conference champs. The high school baseball team, conference champs for the first time since 1994, I think. They've shared it since then, but this is standalone first time. Girls softball took second place in the conference. We'll have some of them girls and their coach on here in just a minute. So state tournaments are just around the corner. I believe the girls and the boys both play on Thursday the 9th. And soccer state tournaments coming up, I think, next week also. So it's wrapping up. High school sports is going to be wrapping up pretty quick. Of course, we've got graduation on the 17th, so I'm sure the schools in the area are not too far behind us. But the off-season football program is up and going pretty strong. They were in shorts and shoulder pads last week. A couple of days. They'll be hitting some full pads, I think, this week. And they're going to have a spring game the week of graduation. I think they're going to have their little spring game. So it's going to be...
I thought they normally did a spring game around 31st or 1st of June.
Well, that's when school runs that long, but school's not running that long this year. So I think they're doing it the week of graduation or the week right after, but it's going to be a little bit different.
Awesome. I'm ready to get back into football.
Ozark Football Association is going to have a sign up on the 17th, I believe, at the youth center. So they'll be doing cheer sign up and football. So see how that works out.
Awesome.
And see how it goes. If you want to, we'll take us to break real quick, and then we'll come back with Coach Shelby Anderson and two of our senior softball members, and we'll visit with them and see if we can't make them really nervous here in just a minute.
Be right back.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
When you need durable and comfortable hospital scrubs stat, you need the Uniform Shop. The Uniform Shop is the place for top quality uniforms, carrying a great selection of name brands including Carhartt, Cherokee, and Grey's Anatomy, as well as shoes from Clogs, Softwalk, and Landau, stethoscopes from Littman, blood pressure cuffs, scissors, name tag retractable, compression socks, paramedic BDUs, and Rocky boots. The Uniform Shop also offers customizing, embroidery, as well as minor alterations. Let us put you in uniforms. Shop the Uniform Shop. Take a step.
We are back live, girls. You want to say hi to Mom and Dad?
Hey.
This is Coach Shelby Anderson and Tabitha Switzer. Tabby.
Hey.
And Chassie Whitlow. So, two senior members from the Mountain Home Lady Bombers softball team and their rookie head coach.
I'm breaking in the rookie status. I'm almost through year one.
You've almost got it taken care of.
Yeah.
Are you excited about it?
I'd like to outgrow that rookie label there.
Real quick?
You're probably the only person who's ever called me that, but that's okay.
Well, sorry. No, I'm not. Been a good year.
It has been. It has been. Can't complain.
The weather's cooperated somewhat.
Yes.
Hasn't been too hot. We didn't have any snow this year.
Thank the Lord.
That was a good thing.
Yes.
Of course, if it would have stayed a little bit colder a few more days, I could have made some money up in the press box. You know, I get $20 a person that wanted to come up here and absorb my heat. Couldn't get anybody to pay it, though. I just don't understand. But all in all, I believe you've had a good year.
It has been good. It has been good. We finished, at this point, we are 20-7. 20-7. So 21 season. I can't complain.
No.
Not at all.
Second in the conference?
Yes, second in the conference.
Behind Greene County Tech, that was a powerhouse this year.
I suppose.
Well, you hate to admit it, but it is what it is.
I know. They do things well. They pitch it well. They hit it well. And they play defense. You know.
And I can guarantee you that they don't have just 3 seniors on their team.
No.
Girls, how is that to be 2 of the 3 seniors on the whole softball team? Is it different?
Probably challenging, especially from my point of view, because I went from being a player to a manager, and so having a leadership role is kind of difficult when I'm just the manager and not an actual player.
Why did you make that move?
Well, I just honestly, I've never been very athletic, and I didn't want to either sit the bench and be an extra body with nothing to do.
Just take up space, but you wanted to be involved anyway?
Yes, definitely.
That's good. Commend you for that.
Thank you.
Because being involved is important. Chassie, how about you?
For a while, while Peyton was in basketball, I was the only senior out on the field. And I kind of looked up to some of my sophomores on some of my rough days, and so that really helped. So it wasn't too bad whenever I had some sophomores I could depend on.
What are you going to miss most about softball?
My friends, for sure.
How long have you been playing?
All together, or
just? Yeah, all together.
Since I was 5.
So you started way back and just hung in.
Yes, sir.
How about you? How long have you been involved in softball?
Well, I actually started softball really late. I started in the 6th grade, the summer after my 6th grade. So I never, actually caught up with everyone. And I think that's another reason that I haven't got the athletic skills that most of the players on the team in Mountain Home did.
What's your highlight of your softball career with the Lady Bombers?
Honestly, just my second home, just somewhere to go when things get rough. They're always a family to pick you up.
Cool.
I think that goes with every sport, but softball team especially. Especially this year, is a huge family. Everybody gets along. So
when when we have a doubleheader like we had against Nettleton the other night, and it's senior night, and everybody's supposed to be excited, and then not too far into the second game, we get a girl that gets hit in the head with a line drive. Don't be laughing over there. You make me laugh. And it wasn't funny, but it took a lot of time and slowed the pace of the game down. How does that affect you guys as players? Chassie, go ahead.
Sometimes, like, it's hard for us to stay, like, into the game whenever the score is so high and, like, there's not much action. It's kind of hard for, like, the dugout to stay up and, like, stay up into the game. It just changes the pace of everything, like, the way we do things.
I think it takes more maturity and focus to stay in a game where you're closer to a run roll, or you know that this team is obviously outmatched. You know, we have to play Nettleton because they're in our conference. So it's one of those necessary evil type things.
You have to get it in.
We have to get it in, you know, and then we have to make sure that we are continuing to do the right things, even though we're not necessarily being challenged as much as someone like Greene County Tech would. So you know, I almost feel like I have to stay on them more in games like that so that they'll stay up, they'll stay focused, they'll stay with it. So that we don't regress from playing a doubleheader against, you know, a team who might be struggling.
It was a good way to finish your regular season. Exciting.
It was.
Let's go back to the being the only seniors. In normal things, the longer you've been somewhere, you have seniority, and of course that sometimes gives a person or a player the big head a little bit. Well, I'm the senior, don't talk to me like that. I'm the senior, don't tell me what to do. I'm the senior, don't do this, don't do that. I don't see a lot of that with you girls. I see more, let's do this together. And I think that if some of the other teams that we have, especially here in town, could see that and adopt some of that, the win-loss ratio may be a whole lot different. Do you think that affects the way y'all treat each other? Do you think that affects the way you come out at the end?
Definitely.
For sure.
I think that in previous years of me being on the softball team, the relationships between the older players and the younger ones were more of a, you're the boss of me, I'm going to do whatever you say we do. And that definitely changed this year, not only with Coach Anderson's mindset of, like, relationships and, like, we were really relationship-based this year, but, like, just mine and Chassie and Peyton's personalities as a whole. Like, we've been through the rough seniors, and I'm not saying, like, them being bossy is, like, a problem, because it made us do what we were supposed to do, but it's a lot easier to get along and have better relationships when you are inclusive and nice to people, you know.
Well, it gives you the sense that they are truly someone that you can count on. If something was to go awry, you could count on them to be there for you. And to me, that's very important, you know, to know that at any given time that you've got somebody that you can fall back on. And you may not want to go to the coach at the time because it's not that big of a deal. Not yet. But if it turned into that, you've got some good coaches that you could go to.
And although Coach Bevel hasn't been there all 4 years, as freshmen, he definitely instilled in us relationships were a huge part of softball and all sports in general.
Yeah, a lot of that needs to be shared on.
You know, those seniors really brought that with them when they came in. That's kind of their personality. We've got a great group of kids this year, but I also have a really good group of seniors. There's a lot of the stuff it's been really smooth sailing for me because these seniors are handling a lot of the things that are happening behind the scenes. You know, they're helping with those relationship things. When kids struggle or when someone falls down, they're there to pick them up. You know, when they make the wrong choice, you know, they're there to pick them up. And so, I mean, I've been very thankful, and I've been really blessed to have, you know, these two, as well as Peyton Husky. You know, they've done a lot so that I don't have to deal with a lot of the things behind the scenes. And, you know, not a lot of times you're lucky to have kids with a personality who can handle things like that. So
well, and it's nice to know that you don't have to sit there and delegate every game, every moment of every game.
Yes.
You know, when it comes time to get ready for the game, these kids are taking care of this, and at the end of the game they're taking care of that. And what impressed me is the other night when we were there and that storm was about to roll in, and and somebody said, hey, we need to get the flag down. And boy, there's 2 girls took off, went to get the flag down. You know, and it's not like you had to hunt for anybody to do that. It was done, and there was no moaning, griping, complaining. It was handled. Putting everything away after every game. You know, I'm sure you guys are there 45 minutes after every game, every night, putting stuff away.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of teams and a lot of players that's not my job. I don't want to do that. It's not my job. School pays somebody to do that.
Yes,
No,
and
that's
we've
part
talked
of being
about
on
that.
a team.
You know, we've talked about it, and they all share the responsibility of the facility that we have and the equipment that we own. And you know, we want to take care of the things that we do have, and 2, you know, if these seniors are showing and leading by example, those younger ones are going to grab a hold and they're going to follow along. You know, so they do a really good job of taking initiative and putting up equipment. You know, kind of delegating as to who should do what, picking up trash after the game. You know, it's not just one person out there in the bleachers picking up trash. It's 5 or 6 people while someone else goes and puts up equipment. So,
Girls, what's the difference between a leader and a boss?
ooh, good question.
A leader is someone who shows by example, and a boss is someone who sits and just gripes and, you know.
There's a teller
Yeah.
and doer.
Yes.
The boss is the teller. I'm
That's
going
a
to
good
tell you what
answer.
to do, and I want it done. The leader is, I'm going to show you how to get it done to make it easier for everybody. And that's what I see that you guys have. You guys got leadership. And Peyton is not here, but she's part of that too. And the juniors that are coming right behind you, they're not very far off your heels, because y'all have taught them enough and instilled the belief in them that they can do what you guys do. And to me, and I've been around youth sports for a long, long time. I'm almost as old as dirt. And but I've been in Mountain Home youth sports for a long time. We need more of that. And I wish I could clone the 3 of you and your coach too, to teach that to not only other high school teams but youth teams. Because today there's no reason for a student athlete to take responsibility for their own actions. They do what they want to do, how they want to do it, when they want to do it, where they want to do it. And it shouldn't be that way. It should be more, this is what needs to be done, and this is how it needs to be done, and let's get it done together, so then we can all go do something different. Anyway, soapbox.
And you know, I think that we do have coaches at our school who do preach that. You know, as a whole, starts with Mitch Husky.
It's changing.
It is changing.
It's changing.
You know, the culture is changing. But unless you have kids who will take it and believe in it and go and apply it, you know, there's only so much, you know, mouth talk.
A lot of that, coach, starts at home.
Yes, I agree.
But sometimes it has to be brought into the home from an outside source.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to get over the negative at home by bringing the positive from outside.
Mm-hmm.
And that's important.
Yes.
So
I agree.
what's next? Chassie, what's next for you? After high school, what's next?
I'm staying here in Mountain Home to go on with nursing.
Okay. You want to be an RN?
Yes.
Or an A&P?
Well, right now an RN, and then we're going to go from there.
One step at a time.
Yes.
Tabby, what about you?
I'm going to Washita Baptist University to study pre-dentistry.
Pre-dentistry. Awesome. Scooter, you want to do our break and we'll come back and we'll visit some more with these young ladies? And
you got it.
See how it goes. The rain is here. One more time.
Be right back.
Take a step back in time when going to a barbershop meant more than just getting a haircut. Come into Legionnaire's Barbershop today, a unique gentleman barbershop. Get back in style from a former celebrity hairstylist and a licensed barber instructor who are trained in tonsorial arts and lock removal and happy to give you a straight razor shave. Legionnaire's Barbershop is veteran-owned and operated and located at 848 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. For a full, old-fashioned barbershop experience, stop by Legionnaire Barbershop today. Your car is a member of the family. It takes you where you need to go, and it makes sure you are safe at all times. When a wreck or accident happens, trust the only place that will treat you and your vehicle like a person, not a number. From collision repair and windshield replacement to paintless dent repair and hail damage removal, Dent Boys can cover all your automotive repair needs and make sure you are satisfied every step of the way. Call or visit the professionals at Denton Boys today and see the Denton Boys difference.
At Connor Family Funeral Home, our goal is to provide our friends and neighbors with caring, compassionate services at an affordable price. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that offers a wide range of services to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area and provide many options to memorialize your loved ones and address all the details for a more personalized service. Where compassion and affordability meet, Connor Family Funeral Home in Mountain Home.
Hi, it's Bob and Linda Zadora. We're the Z Team at Century 21 Lemac Realty. We'd like you to meet the rest of our team.
When you are working with the Z Team, you will find that not only are they down-to-earth people, but they are trained professionals who work with downsizers, first-time homebuyers, and clients who may want to relocate to our beautiful Ozarks. Our team has agents who specialize in lake and river properties, listing and selling raw land, acreage, and all residential homes. Listing your property with the Z Team will help get it sold with unmatched Century 21 global marketing. You can find out more at retiretoarkansas.net.
It takes the right gear to survive out here. There she is. Ferris. It's the best gear around. Strong as an ox. Safe as houses. Out back, there's one powerful beast. Awesome. Four-wheel suspension. Handles whatever Mother Nature throws at you. Designed to take the hard out of hard work. And deliver all the power you could need. So if you want to tackle the great outdoors, get yourself a Ferris.
Live? Yeah. Not Memorex?
No, you're live.
Live.
Yeah.
Girls, we're live. You feel alive? Excited?
The adrenaline.
You're all ready to go? So, regular season is over. It's time to start thinking state tournament. Don't have any idea who you're playing yet. It's one or the other.
It's between two teams, either Lake Hamilton or El Dorado. I personally am leaning towards El Dorado based on their scores. They've had a lot of rain down on the south side of the state, just like we have. So they have pushed their games back, pushed them back. They were supposed to play on Friday. Weren't able to get their games in on Friday because of the storm that came through Friday. So Sheridan and Lake Hamilton are playing today. So I think it's Sheridan and Lake Hamilton. Or it's either El Dorado or Benton. Anyway, one of those two teams is playing today. I can probably look it up pretty quick. But one of those two teams is still playing today. If the lower-seeded team upsets the higher-seeded team, I think there's going to be a giant ball of yarn right in the middle of it. It's just going to be a hot mess. So,
where's the state tournament played at?
Benton, Arkansas.
How's the facilities at Benton?
They're very nice. They're well kept. I know football field, it is full turf. I think baseball field was just switched over to full turf. As far as I know, softball field, I believe, is dirt infield, and I think a turf outfield, but don't quote me on that. I think it's turf outfield.
How many facilities do you play on as nice as Mountain Homes? Is it getting to be more norm, or is it we still got some of the best?
Right now, from what we're seeing for the schedule that we're playing, we still have the best at this point. Now, it depends on who you talk to, whether or not you like the turf versus the dirt. But, I mean, we haven't had a rain out this year. You know, Nettleton came over, and we played, and there were tornadoes on either side of us, you know, within 45 minutes of either side of us, and it had poured during our warm-up. I mean, it came just a flood for about 8 minutes during our warm-up. I mean, we were out there hitting in the cages, and, I mean, you're hunkered up in the middle trying not to get just poured on for 8 or 9 minutes. And it didn't phase the field at all. You know, we were still able to start on time. Mm-hmm. We finished our warm-up, continued. Yes, we did start early. I'm so sorry for rushing you, but storm's coming in. We had to get it done. So, but just having that turf is just a game changer. You know, we haven't had a rain out, and so many other schools throughout the state are having to fight to get games in.
Right.
You
And
know?
now it makes it even worse since school's winding up for everybody and
Yes.
so many other activities going on.
Yes, this time of year is tough for sure. But I know Benton has a really good facility. Now, we don't see many 6, 7A schools. I don't know what Conway's facilities look like. I'm sure when you get over into Bentonville West with Tyson and everything else over there, I'm not really sure what their facilities look like.
I drove over Thursday night to watch my grandson play baseball. He's 7. And we went to a city park out in the middle of really nowhere, and they had turf.
A lot of them are going to.
They have 8 baseball fields, 6 soccer fields, football field. Everything's turf. Now this is a little city park for over there, and it's just unbelievable what's happening.
But you get so many more games in, which you're bringing in that revenue. So, you know, it's all your opinion as to whether or not you think that the cost is worth, or the expense is worth what you're gaining, you know. So you think about, you drive through Jonesboro and you think about those fields there on your left as you're going into
the Walker
town.
Campbell stuff.
Yes. I mean, there's something there every single weekend.
Because they're able to hold tournament after tournament after tournament, which generates dollars and dollars and dollars.
Yes.
What was unique about this little city sports complex is there's one gate in, one gate out. It's all completely fenced. So if you've got little ones, unless they throw them over the fence and steal them that way, they're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
You know, you can feel safe there. And they had security, which kind of just milled around, you know, so it made it very nice. There's a day that'll happen around here someday. I've been asked a lot of questions about why can't we get more of the student body to come and support these girls, the boys baseball. Why doesn't the student body come to y'all's games? Any idea?
I couldn't answer that, honestly. I have no clue.
Is there lack of interest, lack of school spirit? What do you think that might be?
Probably a lack of interest, because I don't think that we have a lack of school spirit in our school. I think that, or that much. Like, obviously there's going to be some kids that just don't care and just going to go to school, and that's it. But I think there's a lot, especially with our peers in our grade, I think there's a lot of kids with school spirit.
My take on it has been, and the way I normally answer this is, well, there's so many things always going on at one time. Because I graduated here in 1978, which is a long time ago, believe it or not. And there wasn't near as many sports. Soccer wasn't around, boys or girls. It was just a intramural sport. Girls softball wasn't really around. They played it as an intramural sport. There was boys baseball. Boys baseball has been around a long time. First you've got basketball and football. There was no wrestling. But when you have, you know, any given night that you guys are playing,
soccer's playing too.
Soccer's over playing across the way. And the guys are usually playing right next door to you. But it's good to see during volleyball and basketball season that we've got some kids in the gym. And I think that's important. And I think the only way that any of that's going to change is at the coaches level. Getting the kids, hey, can I see you at the softball game tonight?
Well, I think that the school spirit comes from being a part of a team, and you want the support. And so I know that most of the soccer players, most of the baseball and softball players are at football games or at basketball games to support them, but it's going to be harder when we're all playing at the same time in the spring. So that knocks out a lot of the attendees for all the sports events.
So are we going to college strictly for studies, or are we going to try to do any kind of sports at all?
Studies, strictly.
Strictly studies. And what made you choose Ouachita Baptist?
Well, honestly, just all the things that they started sending me in the mail, I just got interested, and I went down there, and I really liked it. It's a small town. It's really pretty, and it's a really small campus, and I was kind of scared to go to a big school because both of my sisters went to UCA, and they were pushing that, and I was just never interested in it. And honestly, another reason is a faith-based reason, just to go there and continue my faith and walk with Jesus. So.
Good. And the choice for Mountain Home?
Well, for one, saving my parents' money. And I just like the littler, like she said, like the littler like campus. Like I like how it's like little. And I was really, really close to going to Jonesboro, but parents' money, like I'm saving my parents' money, and just for 2 years.
I was just going to ask, is this the first year for the promise to kick in?
No, it's been 3 or 4 years.
But now
probably.
They're just making it broader known, or we didn't hear much about it.
Yeah, I mean, I think the advertising is getting a little bit better. We're really starting to just push a little bit more in advisory, making sure that our kids, juniors and seniors, know that it's available. I think our social media platform has also grown when it comes to awareness of the promise. So the kids are really starting to buy into that, and kids are coming back from that I've had. This is my third year really being around Mountain Home. I was a long-term sub my first year, and those kids are starting to come back and visit, and they're like, Coach Anderson, I wish I would have just stayed here for just 1 year. You know, my tuition at U of A it's insane. I don't know how do I start paying off these student loans? You know, so it's really starting to come to light that ASU Mountain Home is a good school. They have a lot of activities going on over there, and they're trying to grow, and they do so much to get their kids involved. And I think they were ranked the #1 JUCO. I don't know if it was in Arkansas or if it was even in the nation. Yeah, in the nation. So I mean, that's huge for Mountain Home to have a 2-year school here, and I think you can even get some 4-year degrees here through adjunct classes coming from Jonesboro.
Right.
So I mean, that's a wonderful opportunity to have right here in our town. And I mean, think about these kids, what they brought into our program, this relationship-based feel into our team this year. They're going to feed off of that going into post-secondary school. So if they can go to a smaller school and really excel in a school where they're not a number, they're not going to sit in a lecture hall of 200. You know, they're doing what's best for them in order to be successful.
Sure.
You know.
Sure. And leadership.
Mm-hmm.
You'll be able to take what you've gotten these years with you, and that'll be good.
Most
all right,
definitely.
let's get back to the real softball thing.
Oh, I thought we were doing the real softball thing.
Yeah, but we got to get. How did the academy do?
The academy. The academy got a lot of games and a lot of innings.
Not a lot of wins, but a lot of playing time.
Not a lot of wins, but from week 1 when their game started to, I think it was 5 weeks. I should know that. 4 weeks of games, 5 weeks of games. Those kids grew so much between week 1 and week 4, week 5. I think we had a rain out, so I think it got, pushed to 5. So you think about how much these kids grew in 5 weeks. Imagine how much they could grow if they played at a higher level longer throughout the year.
What's next for that bunch?
Obviously, those 8th graders will try out for the high school team.
When will that happen?
Probably in August.
Okay.
I'm thinking. I don't really know. We haven't talked about it. I'm trying to get through this season first.
Well, I understand, and I'm not trying to push you, but my whole idea, or my whole thought process is you have a good base feeder program.
Yes.
That starts very young.
Yes.
And now that you can curtail it and critique it and play with it, and you have a lot of good help there.
Yes.
What we're seeing as far as 3 seniors this year, we could see 5 or 6 very quickly. And we could actually maybe have a true JV team instead of...
Or even a 9th grade team.
Or even
a 9th grade team, a JV team, and a varsity team.
Sure, because the interest is there, because you've got all the feeder program that you've got, which is awesome, which is really good. How much time you got?
Less than a minute.
Less than a minute. Girls, you got anything you'd like to say? Hi to Mom, Dad, Grandma, Grandpa.
These are wonderful girls.
They are wonderful
and they will be missed. Dearly, dearly missed. They're
great kids. I enjoy being out there with them when you let me.
I don't want to talk about it.
I want to talk about it.
Yeah, they're great students. They're great kids. They're great players. They're really good people to have around a program. So I got really lucky this year to have these 3.
Well, girls, I wish you the best of luck in what you go on to do, and you just remember, enjoy what you're doing. If it gets to become a job, it's too early for that. Being a student should not be a job. It should still be enjoyed. That doesn't mean you can't treat it right, but it should still be something you enjoy doing and not forced to do.
Thank you.
Ladies, we appreciate you for everything you do. Thanks for coming out, especially when you don't have school. We're out. Bye.